Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. This is a new presentation from www.central-mosque.com and from the Humble Heart YouTube channel. The topic today is what WhatsApp knows about your wife. I was not going to do a presentation this week, but I've received so many messages and questions and looked at it on social media that I had no choice but to do a video. So here it is. Imagine that your wife Aisha writes, I love you, Muhammad, with mehndi or henna on her hands and WhatsApp you a picture of her hands. Imagine that it's something more private and intimate than this, which could, if revealed, be more embarrassing. Do you think you and her are the only ones who know about this private communication? Absolutely not. And you would be dead wrong in assuming the opposite. So let me tell you how and why. So Aisha sends you I love you message. The data is the picture of her hand, which can be shared or not shared depending on your contract. But the metadata is already shared by WhatsApp. Metadata is information about the sender and the receiver and the circumstances and so on of the message, which is not the actual message itself. So what does WhatsApp already know about her? Here you go. They already know her name and phone number. They know her IP address, which can be reversed, looked up, and you can get some idea about her location. They know the brand name and the model of her phone or whatever she used to send the message. That tells you a little bit about your financial circumstances, your preference of brands, and so on and so forth. They know her profile picture. They know the contacts on her phone. They know the WhatsApp groups she's member of. They know all the contacts that she has blocked, and all of it for them to know is absolutely and fully legal. When your wife is a member of a WhatsApp group, her phone number messages are fully public for up to 256 people. People can post nasty messages and nobody can delete them. So when Mufti Amjad Muhammad Hafidhullah Ta'ala wanted to set up an Islamic Q&A group, we discussed this from day one. We set up privacy and confidentiality, and we deliberately set it up on Telegram instead of WhatsApp. This means that nobody can share phone numbers and screenshots, and unwanted messages can be deleted by admins. I don't understand how anyone can set up WhatsApp groups and invite sisters who don't usually share their personal details to join the WhatsApp group. Even if you don't ever post anything, your details are still public to all and sundry to see and share. The link to Mufti Amjad Saab's Telegram groups is in the description of this video. Now, so what changed recently? WhatsApp in 2016 pledged to keep WhatsApp data separate from Facebook. Facebook actually purchased WhatsApp back then. They are now breaking that pledge. This means that forget about the details, the metadata about your wife, her phone, etc., contact details. The message itself or the picture can not only be shared with Facebook or with business users. I believe it's from 8th of February 2021. Right now, European Union is exempt, so is UK because it is still being aligned and tied to European laws. By the end of 2021, WhatsApp is planning on moving their servers to US to circumvent the European privacy laws. So what that means is when WhatsApp moves their servers to US, they will be under US jurisdiction. It doesn't matter whether you're a European user or British user or your metadata and the data. So remember, metadata is information about her. Metadata is metadata is the information about this message, and the data is the actual picture itself. Both can be shared for anybody worldwide. Now, a question I was asked by someone was that they don't have a Facebook account, so should they care? The answer is it doesn't matter. The data will be shared by others on Facebook regardless of whether you have a Facebook account or not. Although I have a feeling that in the next few releases, your Facebook and WhatsApp accounts will be tightly linked together. They need this data to better know you as a person, your spending habits, what you're like, and the better they know you, the more accurately ads can be thrown at you. Now, there are some friends of mine who use Telegram instead of WhatsApp and never had WhatsApp. When two people talk and exchange messages to each other, so imagine Aisha and Muhammad are talking to each other. The communication is supposed to be encrypted, so nobody can snoop in and listen and steal your messages or whatever you're exchanging. Telegram uses its own MT protocol, right? So it is supposed to be secure. They don't, however, it's not open source. What that means is they don't share the details of this encryption protocol, so it cannot be independently tested or verified. Second problem with Telegram is not all of the communication is end-to-end encrypted. Now, WhatsApp does that. One thing WhatsApp does is when two people are communicating, it's very difficult for someone to snoop in and steal that information because there's end-to-end encryption. End-to-end means from messenger to sender and vice versa in both directions. So for private communication, because of problems with WhatsApp, privacy, and data that always existed, and now they're openly telling you that they're going to be sharing not only your metadata, but the data itself, I suggest that you switch to Signal. It doesn't know, Signal doesn't collect any data. They don't know anything about you but your phone number. And it is also end-to-end encrypted using open source protocol called Signal protocol. By the way, just as a side note, WhatsApp uses the same protocol. Using open source, as I've talked about it, means that it can be independently tested and verified. You can also delete your messages from Signal from both ends forever. So if you're communicating one-to-one with someone and you don't like something, you don't want them to keep this, you can just click retract, delete forever. A few years ago, I forget when it was, I think 2017 or 16, Signal was taken to a court by United States government and asked to share metadata, and they couldn't reveal information because they don't collect anything, right? So unlike WhatsApp has loads of information, your device information, your status, your profile pictures, your spending habits, all kinds of things WhatsApp can actually share. Signal does not. But when it comes to groups, Signal has the same problem as WhatsApp. And the Signal groups are not really very effective. So to protect people's privacy, I strongly suggest for people to start using Telegram groups. It is more secure, private, and the administration is clearer. So whenever you're in a group, so imagine, some Telegram groups I've been part of, it's got over 1,000 members, some have 20,000 members, and so on. How are you going to guarantee that every single person basically sticks to the rules? So what you in Telegram, the admin can do is simply delete, block people, restrict their access so they can read, but they don't have to kick them out, block them. So Telegram gives you a lot more capability than either WhatsApp or Signal. So I am suggesting that if there are people listening to me as far as Islamic groups are concerned, particularly people who are concerned with about privacy, which by the way all of us should be. This video was a joke trying to like lure you in to talk about somebody's wife, but privacy should be central to everyone. Everyone's privacy and confidentiality should be respected. Now, there is also another app which is making rounds, which is BIP or BIP Messenger. This is by Turkish government. So in Pakistan, they're already promoting this as Erdogan's WhatsApp. To be frank, I have not come across, I have not come across any independent tests or verification about how they handle data. Do they collect your metadata, whatever? So I cannot say anything about BIP at this point, apart from the fact that it's actually closely linked to the Turkish government. I don't know. So if your concern is privacy, then I strongly suggest that you switch to Signal for personal messages, right? Groups use Telegram. Now, I realize that at this point, a lot of people use WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is, I don't know, millions, in fact, billion users or something like that. So loads of people use WhatsApp and will continue to use WhatsApp. I wanted to make this presentation to make you aware of some of the privacy issues very clearly. So when you're sending messages on WhatsApp, you are very well aware of what they know and what they can share, which by the way, from 8th of February, if you live outside of UK and or Europe, will be just about everything you put out on WhatsApp. You are agreeing for this to be fully shared. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.